7th, and it is a blood moon and also a full moon, which is like super rare. I think it's like 1 in 3 years. And if you are spiritual, witchy, Wiccan, any of the above, then you know that today is supposed to be a very restful day. Well, I guess that depends on like how you practice, because apparently there's like chaotic witches who like really love this time, and I'm not one of those. I'm new, and I am taking today to do some shadow work, because that's one of the things that you can do on a chaotic blood moon. And so I thought maybe you would like to do some with me. I have some tarot cards. I'm actually going to do a reading as well if you'd like to do one with me. I have some crystals. You're really not supposed to manifest anything. You are supposed to relax. You are supposed to do shadow work. You are supposed to just let go and release and look at your inner self. And I am sorry if my camera is falling. I have like this new phone holder that's like not working very well. And I keep like using that sign as like a height indicator. But anyways, so we are gonna do some shadow work. I have some things that I'd like to give you before we do that. So there's this really fun little crocheted geode that a coworker made for me before I left my previous clinic. And I'd like you to just fidget with it. So I'm gonna put that. It doesn't smell very good. I think the beads that she used are smelly. But don't smell it. And I'm gonna put that in front of you. I have some crystals that I'd like you to hold on to. I've got I believe this is an amethyst, or I actually need to look into it. But it is a heart. That's mainly why I wanted you to keep it. It's a heart. I also have another heart. My tiger's eye. My tiger's eye that I'd like you to hold on to as well. Both hearts. We're not manifesting anything. We are using them for protection. So I'd like you to hold on to those as well. I have my little bag. My little bag of chakra stones. Plus my, snowflake obsidian, I think is supposed to go in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's not supposed to go in there. So I have my snowflake obsidian that I'm gonna keep. But I've got clear quartz and amethyst and green aventurine. I think this is, oh gosh, I can't remember. Carnelian and another tiger's eye. So I'd like you So which one of those isn't supposed to be in there? Because this has 7. I had 8. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out. But apparently snowflake obsidian is, unless that's, no, is that supposed to be blue? Maybe this is supposed to be blue calcite, and it just looks like snowflake obsidian. We're just gonna do a quick. Just really quickly. With my selenite chakra wand. My selenite chakra wand. I'll put that to the side. And my camera is totally falling. Hold on. Okay, I think I fixed it, but I totally am gonna have to get a new one of these because this one keeps falling, and I don't know how to fix that. It's like there's like a little arm, it doesn't matter. If you have any recommendations, let me know. So we are gonna start with a quick tarot read. And I haven't done one of these in so long, but I'm trying to get back into it. So I have my Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck. And I thought that was fitting considering we are under a blood moon and a full moon, and it's very ethereal. So I have already taken the cards out and cleansed them. So we are gonna just do a very quick tarot draw. I have the questions. We're gonna do a 3-card pool. We're gonna do a 3-card pool with 2 questions in mind. One being, what do I need to see that's being hidden? And 2 being, what shift is this eclipse bringing into my life? So, again, that is, what do I need to see that is being hidden, and what shift is this eclipse bringing into my life? Because one thing about the blood moon is that it's about revealing hidden truths, which is hence, like, same with eclipse as well. So it's like, kind of like really awesome that they're happening on the same day. So that's why people do a lot of shadow work, because it's supposed to be like revealing your inner self, right? So we are going to do 3 cards. 3 cards. I've got the little booklet here. So let's give it a quick shuffle. Even though I've already shuffled them, let's do a quick shuffle. And a cut, because I don't think you should cut the deck before the person that you intended 2 inverted cards, 1 ace of cups. So let's look at justice. Justice, justice. Justice. Their astrological correspondence is Libra. The Justice card reveals that an outcome will be determined from the decisions you have made. It is a reminder that future actions can be changed by the lessons you learn in the present. It is an indicator that a decision needs to be made. So for it to be reversed, it means dispute, dishonesty, lack of accountability, or corruption. Does not mean anything to you. Dispute, dishonesty, lack of accountability, corruption. I don't know. Let's look at the Ace of Cups. So it says cups. The suit of cups delves into your emotional state in relationships. The suit appears when you need to pay attention to your own intuition when making decisions. Oh, that's interesting. The astrological correspondents are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, and this is a Pisces moon, apparently. So, it was an upright Ace of Cups, meaning compassion, purity, creativity, beginnings. Hey, that's actually pretty interesting because the blood moon is when you're supposed to release things, and when you release things, you're inviting new things to come in. So that's pretty interesting, actually. Compassion, purity, creativity, beginnings. I love that. Okay, now reversed Empress. Empress. No, Temperance. I'm sorry, Temperance. Astrological correspondence is the Sagittarius. Temperance appears when there is a need for balance of opposing areas in your life. You are being asked to be patient and re-examine priorities in your life that are in disharmony. Interesting. So we had it reversed. So temperance assists us by pointing you to the life's meaning and purpose. So reversed means competition, frustration, excess, and imbalance. Honestly, I don't know if this was meant for you, but it was definitely meant for me because I've been going through a lot right now, and I feel like I am in an imbalance, especially when it comes to my money situation, and excess. I do need to save money. I have been trying to, and I've just been really frustrated with the fact that I can't, and in turn, I keep, buying things, and then being like, why don't I have any money? So that's amazing. I love that. So temperance, and then we also got justice. Let's go look at justice again. Justice, justice. Reversed, dispute, dishonesty, lack of accountability. I am not keeping myself accountable because I've been saying that I'm going to create content, and I just don't, and I've been saying that I'm going to save money, and I just don't. This was made for me. I don't know if this was made for you, but it was made for me. I hope. I don't know if that's bad to say because we pulled it for you, but what shift is this eclipse bringing into my life? Accountability. It's going to bring accountability. And what do I need to see that's being hidden? Honestly, my lack of accountability. That's I love that. I'm going to write that one down. So that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Next, I want to finish the video by just doing some shadow work from my shadow work journal, 2nd edition, a guide to integrate and transcend your shadows. So if you can see, as you can see, I've got some of these pages flagged so that we can go over them together. And I'm not going to write anything in them while I'm on camera, but I do want you to think about them and maybe see how they can relate to you and how you can help yourself, you know what I mean? So the first one that really spoke to me. So there's like different sections in this journal. This one is like the prompts, journal prompts. And I want to go over just a couple. So the first one is in regard to changes, because again, we're not manifesting anything, but we are releasing. So it says change is a natural constant. Sometimes change is optional. Do you prefer change or do you avoid it? Why and how well do you handle change? So for me, I would say that I don't handle change very well, but I am thrusted into change. Like, for instance, a couple months ago, me and my husband moved. And actually, like, I think I do handle change really well now that I'm thinking about it. Like, I always say that I don't. But then, like, I put myself in situations where I have to change. So, like, 5 years ago, I was not happy in a relationship. And I decided, like, yo, what if we, like, didn't break up? We just took a step back. What if we, like, lived in separate places because we didn't get that? Like, we met 3 months later, we were moving into each other because he lost his apartment or kicked out of his house or something like that. Lost his apartment, that's what it was. And so we like moved into an apartment together and then continued to move into places together. And I just didn't like that. We weren't happy. I wasn't happy. And I was starting to do ASMR and content, and I decided to change. I decided I wanted to live on my own, and we broke up. And yeah, and then after that, like, I wasn't happy with my job, so I need to be careful because I am gonna burn this book. I'm gonna put the lid on my candle so I don't burn this book. I just wasn't happy with, see, look. I just wasn't happy with my job, so I moved 4.5 hours across the state to a city that I'd never even known existed. And then a year and a half later, we did it again. And then a year and a half later, we did it again. So I would say that, like, I handle change pretty well, and I change pretty often, like, and like, do I try to avoid it? I don't think so, because I put myself in these situations where I change, you know? I didn't realize that. Next. Energy drainers. Energy drainers. Think back to the last time you were drained. What were you doing? Who were you with? And what did you need at the moment? I think I just answered that. I was with an ex, and I needed change, and I changed. I took initiative, and I started being my own person. I started doing content. I started being the person I wanted to be, and yeah, what did you need at the moment? I needed change. So I answered that one too. Interesting. Next, the one I chose was when it's dealing with criticism or critical thinking. Not like critical thinking, but like thinking critically of yourself. When are you the hardest on yourself? Why is that? How do you feel when you become hypercritical? In what ways can you be more kind and understanding? And this is so hard for me because I think critically of myself so much. I think critically of my videos. I think critically of my Instagram looks, of my makeup, of my hair, of myself. And I think I get a lot of that from my mom. Like, she was my biggest hater. Like, to put it in meme language, like, she was my biggest hater. And it was so hard growing up with someone who was constantly criticizing you. And now that I think about it, I have kind of become my mom with my partner. I'm like constantly criticizing the things that he does because they're not like up to my standards. And the thing is I think I need to realize that nothing is ever going to be up to my standards because I am so, I don't want to say hard to please, but like I just overthink things, and I need things to be a certain way or I can't be happy, and I just don't think that's really the case. Like, my world is not gonna fall apart because there's dishes on the side table, or, I mean, like, granted, that's gross, but you know what I mean? Like, I think I need to, like, let go a little bit and, like, be less critical. Look at me doing shadow work. Look at us doing shadow work. Okay. Oh, my foot is falling asleep. Next, I chose anger triggers because I am such an angry person. Like, I say it all the time that I am filled with rage, and I really am, which is, like, so weird to say to people, like, watching a video about ASMR, but I'm rage filled. So it says, what makes you angry? Why does it make you angry? And how do you cope with your anger? I don't cope with my anger. I just let it boil inside of me until, I don't know, until it releases, and it releases in, like, weird, self-critical moments, and I need to find a better way to let that go. But it's hard when, like, for instance, not to get into my childhood, but, like, I was never heard. I was never seen. I was always the one, like, having things loaded onto me, and so that really made me feel like I couldn't speak to people. What makes me angry? Everything. The world. My job. Sometimes my pets. I love my pets, but sometimes they make me so angry. Sometimes I wish I didn't have anything to take care of, you know? But then I feel like I would still have things that would make me angry. I just feel like I am just an angry person. And I try to, like, come off so chill and so relaxed, but really it takes a lot for me. There's a lot. It's a lot for me to, like, be that persona. Another angry one. What are you most angry about right now, and why? I would say the fact that I can't save money. And that's totally a me thing. Like, I totally can, but, like, buying things is so nice. But I can't save money, and it's mainly because things are so expensive, like food and groceries and gas and bills. And granted, I don't have very many bills right now, but I still find that I don't have money at the end of my paycheck, and that irritates me because it's like, I'm working, I moved across state to be in a better situation, and it's been 2 months, and I'm, like, sort of in a better situation, but it's not really a better situation. So, I would say, yeah, that. Next. What are you holding on to that still hurts you so deeply? Oh gosh, I think the first thing that comes to my mind is the relationship with my mom. I wish I had a better one. We just watched that documentary, Unknown Numbers, and the way that the lady spoke to her mom when she was in jail, no, the way that the mom spoke to the girl when she was in jail just upset me so much, because it's love bombing, and it's literally what my mom does, especially after we get into a fight and I have forgiven her. She'll, like, send me those kind of text messages, and I haven't spoken to my mom in, like, 3 years now, and yeah, I'll see, like, cute mom-daughter relationships online or, like, in movies, and I'll be like, I wish I had that. I wish I could be like that, and I just can't, you know? And it sucks. Love letter. I'm gonna do this one later, but you can think about this one. Write a love letter to yourself, saying all the beautiful and comforting things you need to hear. This one's really nice, and I'm gonna work on this one later. Inner teen. What do you wish someone would have told you as a teenager? What do you wish someone would have told you as a teenager? For me, it's definitely that it's okay to be a teenager, that it's okay to be weird, and it's okay to be gay. It's okay to just be. It's okay to be and just to listen. I think I mainly just would have wanted someone to listen to me. I think for me, it was that she was weird, and I hate saying she because I'm non-binary, but at the time it was a she. They were weird, and they weren't really that scared to be it. I know I just said like the previous prompt, but like they were interested in so many things, and they liked to read, and they didn't have a lot of friends, but the friends that they did have were like best friends. And I guess I just admire that they worked so hard. And now it's tiring because I'm 29 and I've worked so hard for 29 years, but like 15-year-old Kat worked so hard to get to where I am now. Like, I think 15-year-old Kat would really admire 30-year-old Kat. And I think I forget that sometimes. And like my husband tries to tell me it, but it's so hard to hear from somebody else. It really is. It's so hard to hear from somebody else. But like I've come so far. And I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think that's it. I've come so far from where I was at 15, at the situation where I was at 15. And even my anger is less. I was such an angry kid. I was such an angry teenager. And now I say that I'm an angry adult, and I am. But it wasn't like that. It was different. Maybe I'm just used to it, but yeah, I admire my teen self a lot. Okay, last one. And it's the meaningful one. Making a difference. What makes you feel like you are making a difference in the world? And this one's so easy. This one is my ASMR. I love my ASMR. I love recording. I love setting up my studio and making the videos, and I love interacting with the people who comment and seeing the comments. And I just watched this video, and it was talking about how, like, imagine if you had to talk to 200 people. Like, imagine if you had to speak in front of 200 people. What would that look like? And then, like, translate that to posting a video and it only getting 200 likes. Why is the only there? That's 200 people. 200 views. That's 200 people watching your video. That's 200 people going and choosing your video and listening to you talk, me talk, listening to me talk, when they could have done anything. They could have done anything in the world, and instead they are listening to you and vibrating with your energy. And I think that's beautiful, and I think I forget that because, you know, I'll upload a video and only 50 people watch it. That's 50 people. Can you imagine? I can't imagine talking to 50 people. That's crazy. That's insane. So I think I forget that, and I put too much pressure on my own work and on my own channel, and I need to stop that, because why? What for? I love doing it, and by putting the pressure on it, I forget why I love doing it and why I started doing it 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Excuse my language. But yeah, I think I forget that I did start this channel with the one goal or one thing in mind, and that was that I loved ASMR and thought that I could do that. And now I have like 200 some odd episodes, videos, and I'm still doing it. So who cares if I only get 200 views? That's 200 people who decided to tune in and watch my video. So I think that's really beautiful. And if you've made it this far into the video, I want to thank you for watching and for being here and liking if you do and commenting if you do, and know that I see you and that I love you so much, and you really do make it worth it to do this and to continue to do this. And we'll hit 1,000. We'll hit 1,000, and if we don't, who cares? I'm still gonna be uploading. And yeah, I think that's my video for today. think that's my blood moon shadow work video. So, thank you guys, and I'll see you in another 5 years. Bye, guys. Hey, y'all. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment, and subscribe if you're not. I'll see you next time.